A war unlike any before. A generation lost. The collapse of empires. The beginning of a new world order. Over 20 million lives were lost, entire nations reshaped, and the seeds for the next global conflict were quietly planted. Between 1914 and 1918, the world witnessed death and destruction on an unimaginable scale. This is the complete story of World War I, the Great War. Chapter 1. The World Before the War, the Great Powers of the Time. Britain. France, Germany, Russia, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire were engaged in colonial rivalry, arms races, and rising nationalism. Before 1914, Europe was a continent of ambitions, empires, and uneasy alliances. The world was entering the 20th century, full of technological progress, yet politically unstable. Two major alliance systems had formed. Triple Entente: France, Britain, Russia, Triple Alliance. Germany. Austria-Hungary. Italy beneath the surface. Tensions brewed. The Balkan region was a powder keg of ethnic conflict. Germany challenged British naval dominance. Austria-Hungary feared losing control of its Slavic populations. All it needed was a spark. Chapter 2. The Assassination and Outbreak. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was assassinated in Sarajevo by Gavrilo Princip, a member of the Serbian nationalist group, the Black Hand. Austria-Hungary issued an ultimatum to Serbia, and with Germany's backing, declared war. The alliance web unraveled rapidly. Russia mobilized to defend Serbia. Germany declared war on Russia. France joined to support Russia. Germany invaded Belgium to reach France. Britain declared war on Germany in just 1 month. The Great War had begun. Chapter 3. Early battles and the Schlieffen Plan. Germany's war plan, the Schlieffen Plan, was designed to defeat France quickly through Belgium, then turn to Russia. But resistance in Belgium delayed the Germans. And the First Battle of the Marne in September 1914 stopped them just miles from Paris. On the Eastern Front, Germany defeated Russia at Tannenberg, while Austria-Hungary struggled in Serbia and Galicia. The war that was expected to end by Christmas had only just begun. Chapter 4. Trench Warfare and Stalemate. By late 1914, the Western Front had solidified into a static trench system stretching from the North Sea to Switzerland. In the trenches was brutal. Mud, lice, disease, shell shock, constant bombardment, no man's land. A deadly wasteland between the lines. New weapons made defense stronger than offense. Machine guns, artillery, barbed wire, poison gas. Iconic battles like Verdun and the Somme in 1916 resulted in horrific casualties. Over 1 million combined, with minimal territorial gains. Lawrence Chapter 5. Global War. While Europe bled, the war spread globally. In Africa, colonial forces clashed in British, German, and French colonies. In the Middle East, Britain supported Arab revolts against the Ottoman Empire, led by T.E. In the Pacific, Japan seized German outposts at sea. The British imposed a naval blockade on Germany. While German U-boats targeted Allied shipping, the war had truly become global, a first in human history. Chapter 6. The United States enters. The U.S. stayed neutral until 1917. What changed? German U-boats sank the Lusitania, killing 128 Americans, the Zimmermann telegram. Germany offered to help Mexico reclaim U.S. land in April 1917. President Woodrow Wilson asked Congress to declare war. The world must be made safe for democracy. Over 2 million American troops, known as the American Expeditionary Force, would fight in Europe, giving the Allies a major boost. Chapter 7. Turning Points and Revolutions. In 1917, Russia collapsed under the weight of war, famine, and political chaos. The February Revolution forced Tsar Nicholas II to abdicate. Later that year, the Bolsheviks, led by Lenin, seized power in the October Revolution and signed the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Germany. In 1918, exiting the war, Germany now focused everything on the Western Front, launching the Spring Offensive in 1918, but it failed. The Allies counterattacked with help from fresh U.S. troops. Chapter 8. The End of the War. Germany's home front was collapsing. Food shortages, naval mutinies, mass protests. The Kaiser abdicated on November 11, 1918, at 11 a.m. An armistice was signed. After 4 years of slaughter, the guns finally fell silent. Chapter 9. The Treaty of Versailles and Aftermath. The post-war peace talks were held in Versailles, France in 1919. Key points of the Treaty of Versailles. Germany was blamed for the war, lost territory, military severely limited force to pay huge reparations. New countries were born. Poland, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia. The League of Nations was created to prevent future wars, but lacked enforcement power. Many Germans saw the treaty as a humiliation, fueling the rise of extremist movements in the 1920s and 1930s. Chapter 10. Legacy of the War. World War I changed everything. Empires fell. Russian, Ottoman, Austro-Hungarian. German. Millions of lives were lost, wounded, or traumatized. New ideologies emerged. Communism, fascism, ultranationalism. Its scars are still with us. Its lessons must never be forgotten. Women entered the workforce and gained political rights in many nations. The groundwork for World War II was laid. The war to end all wars was only the beginning of a violent century. The Great War was more than just a battle of armies. It was a battle for the soul of the modern world.